I am Mierzejewski, full contact karate fighter and instructor. I have taught and coached many winners of European and Canadian full contact karate championships. I have won several major full contact karate contests myself.
Z tego pojedynku zwycięsko wychodzi Maciej Mierzejewski. Zwycięstwo z tego pojedynku automatycznie staje się mistrzem na naszej rali 4. mistrzostw Europy w Jaworznie karate.
Dawaj Maciej! Atakuj Maciej, atakuj!
Mierzejewski jest links. Mierzejewski walczy na links. Dobrze Maciej!
You will learn my technique of kicking that lets me kick high with no warm-up. I used high kicks in self-defense, mostly during my work as a bouncer. Many times it was these high kicks that saved me from getting hurt. Where everything else failed, unexpected high kicks knocked out the troublemakers. Now you will see how I warm up for my workouts. A workout is different than kicking a few times, even with full power and at full range of motion during a street fight. During a workout, I will kick and punch hundreds of times. I warm up to gradually prepare my whole body for such an extended effort so I do not run out of breath too soon and to avoid the hazards of overtraining.
I'm going to do this from the beginning.
Do these leg raises twice a day. The first time after you wake up, and a second time in the afternoon or evening, perhaps during a warm-up for your workout. These leg raises are what will let you kick with your full range of motion without any warm-up during the rest of the day.
Head up on the target. Eyes on the target. Okay, then head up. Look at the target. Show the head and legs how far. More side kick. Okay, better. That's good.
This is how I warm up. After the leg raises, I'm ready to practice my kicks. Before kicking, I do not do any static stretches, such as sitting and spreading my legs or leaning forward when sitting or standing. Doing static stretches before kicking is bad for kicking. The reason is explained in Tom Kurz's book, Stretching Scientifically, and his video, Secrets of Stretching. Learn a good fighting stance. Put your feet at about shoulder width apart. Make a step back with your right foot and turn your hips and trunk to your right. Your head remains facing forward. Tuck your chin to your chest. Your left shoulder protects your chin from the left side and your right fist and forearm from the right side. Your feet point about 45 degrees away from your line of sight. Each foot carries 50% of your weight. Bend your knees slightly. Stand on the toes and balls of your feet. To move forward, step first with your leading foot. To move back, first step with your rear foot. To move to the side, start your movement with the foot that is closer to the direction of your movement. Now a view from the back. Practice this stance and the fighting techniques you learn with either foot leading. Wrong. Narrow stance. Even a light push will off-balance you easily. Wrong. Leaving your front leg behind. It can be easily kicked or grabbed. Wrong. Leaving your rear leg behind makes it difficult for you to follow your opponent. Wrong. Having your legs in line makes it easy to sweep you. If your feet are in line, you can be swept from the back or from the front. Start learning high kicks with the knee kick. The habits you will acquire mastering the knee kick will help you learn other kicks. Raising your knee high, quickly and with power, is common to most high kicks. This is the surface you strike with. The foot of your kicking leg points down as you raise your knee. This is your leg's position when you connect with your target. Start with your arms in the on guard or fighting position. Simulate grabbing the target's neck and pulling it into your raising knee. Keep most of your weight on your toes. As you kick, your weight should be only on the front of your supporting foot, even though the whole sole may touch the ground. Push your hips forward. Push hip forward as you kick. Thrust your knee deep into the target. This exercise will teach you that. Your kicks must never be superficial. Now do it as your partner resists and avoids your kicks. Raise your knee high and push hip forward. Make it snappy. If your partner is about your size and weight, you should lift him up. Practice every kick with either leg to be a versatile fighter. Switch legs every few kicks. This way you don't overwork one side of your body. You don't want to pull your spine out of alignment. Also, the side that you just used recovers faster when the other one is working. Use a shield to develop more power and penetration. Now for advice that applies to all kicks. Pick one point on the shield as your target. Kick deep into the shield. Use your whole body, not just the leg, to make an impact. Tuck your chin to your chest as you would in a fight to prevent being knocked out. Remember, this applies to all kicks. Kick as you would in a fight. Strike with the ball of your foot. Raise your toes up so they are out of the way and will not get hurt during the impact. This is how your leg and foot move during the front kick. This is the position of your foot during the impact. Raise your knee higher than your foot and throw your hip forward. This will give more power to your kick. At the instant of impact, you must be able to kick deep into the target. These exercises teach you the proper position for your foot and toes. Kicking the ground lets you know how to tense your foot at the instant of impact. It also lets you feel the difference between the right and wrong position of foot and toes. Learn to lift your toes up now so you do not get them seriously hurt hitting the target or your opponent's arms. Hands up in a fighting position. Keep most of your weight on your toes. Raise your knee high. Push your hip forward toward your target. During the kick, your weight should rest on the front of your supporting foot. Kick above a chair to learn about keeping your knee high as you throw your leg and hip toward the target, and then withdrawing the leg by pulling your leg back while keeping the knee high. These jumps also teach you to raise your knee high, relax your hips, throw your leg at the target, and to return it quickly to your hip without lowering your knee. Remember to relax your hips and throw your hip and leg into the target. This applies to all kicks. To shorten this long distance, start by pushing off your rear leg, the kicking leg, and landing on your supporting leg. Put your body's momentum into the kick while simultaneously pushing off the ground. These two actions will give your kick a lot of power. When kicking with my front leg, at the instant of contact, I pull my kicking foot down. This extends the travel of my foot inside the target, and it hurts the target more than a regular kick. Put your lead leg and rear leg kicks together. Aim at the same spot on your target with either kick.
Okay.
Tell your partner to hold the mitt so its target surface is vertical, just as someone's face. This will force you to raise your knee high and throw your hip and leg forward. Do not make it easy on yourself by having the mitt face downward. Practice with your leading leg, too. Use bungee cords to strengthen your muscles throughout the whole movement of the front kick. Concentrate most on pushing your hip forward. Make sure that the bungee cords are tight at all times. If you let them become slack, you can injure yourself by sudden increase of resistance when you kick. Bungee cords should be 9 to 12 feet or 3 to 4 meters long.
Now, different kick.
Use good technique of the front kick when you shadow box. strike with either the side edge of the foot close to the heel or with the heel alone. This is how your leg and foot move during the side kick. Kick and then return the foot and leg along the same path. Do not return along a different path, and don't drop your foot down. This is the position of your foot at impact. If you strike with the edge of your foot, the big toe points up, and other toes point down. If you kick with your heel, you can point all your toes up. This is how a side kick done with your heel contacts the target.
Go.
Raise your knee high and then push your hip toward the target. Let your upper body lean sideways as you extend your leg. Return the same way, raising your knee high. Keep your weight on the front of your supporting foot.
Okay.
This exercise will teach you how to relax your hips and legs and throw your hips toward the target. Move your foot along a straight line from your hip to the target. Jump off one leg and kick to the side with the same leg. This exercise forces you to raise your knee before a kick, to relax your leg, and then to use your relaxed hip to throw your foot at the target. Do not think about moving your whole leg. Your whole leg should be relaxed, and you just shoot your foot as if out of your relaxed hip. Plant the foot of your supporting leg behind the kicking foot. This turns or winds your hips so you can unwind or swing them into the target during the kick. The supporting leg is planted mainly on the ball and toes of its foot. Make sure your kicking leg is in line with your hips at the instant of impact. In the rear leg side kick, you turn on the ball of your supporting foot and push off your rear leg, the kicking leg. Keep your form correct as you are working on power.
Yep.
Kick deep into the shield. Push your hip into the kick. At the end of the kick, your leg must be in line with your hips. Now put it all together in shadow boxing.
Dawaj, Maciej! Atakuj, Maciej, atakuj!
Strike with your heel. Point your foot down at about 45 degrees. This way, if you kick high, your toes will be out of the way, and your heel will make the first impact. See? The heel makes contact first. Put most of your weight on the front of your supporting foot. Thrust your hip into your target. Step forward and across your kicking leg before you spin around. Step across and far enough forward so you shorten the distance. Your supporting foot lands and turns on its front. As you spin, look at your target over your shoulder or under your armpit, depending on how much you lean forward. And then throw your whole body into the target. Seeing the target will let you make final adjustments to the kick in the split second before your spin is completed. Aim well before you start to spin, and develop your sense of distance and position by practicing first on standing and then on moving targets. Remember, thrust your hip into the target. Return your foot along the same path as you kicked. Do not drop it too early. Use bungee cords to strengthen yourself for this kick and to improve your balance. Strike with your instep. Tense your foot for the impact. Strike perpendicular to the target surface.